Hi, I'm Jim McNulty, the executive chef of the Kansas Star Casino. Hey, today we're going to make a tomato basil crust halibut. One of my favorite dishes. It's great. Halibut's coming into season. Tomatoes, basil. We got some citrus fruits going on. It's wonderful. So we're going to start getting our roasting pan ready. So we're going to get a sheet pan just like this. Okay. We're going to start slicing up a few oranges. I prefer Valencia oranges, so we'll slice them real thin just like this. Okay. One of the things I like to do is create a rack if I'm going to roast meats or fishes on. Helps impart flavors and create some more aromatics for the dish. So we're going to use oranges. We'll use a few lemons just like this, okay? And we'll also chop some whole garlics. I'm just gonna slice it in half and voila, just kind of like that, okay? So after you slice up a bunch of stuff like that, you take your sheet pan just like this. We're gonna coat it with a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of white wine. This is gonna help steam and roast the fish also. So we're gonna take it, we're just gonna put the oranges around like this. Again, we're creating a rack so the fish isn't just playing on the sheet pan cooking. And you know, I use oranges, I love oranges. I grew up around a bunch of orange fields and it's kind of in the blood. Plus they're good for you, okay? So like this, we're gonna put some garlics around. We'll also find some fresh herbs. You know, I like thyme, bay leaves, I like basil, okay? So now that we have our roasting rack ready, we're gonna fix the fish up. We'll take it just like this, okay? The next step is the fish. Hey, this is about a 3.5 pound fillet of halibut. Alaskan halibut, again, it's in season right now, it's great. So we're gonna take it, we're just gonna go right on top of our rack, okay? So now I probably won't move the fish until it's going on the table with the family or for your guests, right? So at this point, we're gonna take some crushed garlic. Let's put it in the middle there like that. Also some crushed ginger. I'm just mixing it up together, kind of like you can mix it in a bowl and then put it on, but I'm just gonna rub it in like this all over. And you could add things, you could take things away. If you have friends or family over that's allergic to garlic, you know, use less or don't use any. Also with ginger. So don't be afraid. If you can't find ginger, you don't have to use it. I use it because I like it, but. Okay. We're gonna season liberally with salt. Also fresh cracked pepper. When you're seasoning fish, you want to make sure that you season the whole fillet evenly. One thing that we do as chefs is we want to make sure that each bite tastes the same. You don't want to season half of it and then the next half there's no seasoning. So, like for example, you're sitting down eating your fish. Oh, that piece was wonderful, and then the next piece you eat, wow, there's no salt on that piece. So think of that when you're seasoning the fish. You want to season it evenly throughout. Also, I like a couple different layers of herbs on my fish. I put a layer of basil down on the bottom. I'm going to glaze it again with some olive oil. And then we're going to slice tomatoes. Right now, I got some great heirloom tomatoes in from one of the local purveyors. They're good, they're beautiful. Just make sure, you always want to wash your vegetables and produce when it comes in. So you wash them and you slice them real thin. This one's kind of fun to play with. You can get different colors or different shapes. You can even dice them up and do different kinds of crusts. We're just going to slice this one real thin like this so it's really pretty. And we're just going to lay it down like this. So as we do, we shingle them up here, kind of like scales on a fish. And like I was saying, if you have different colors, it's kind of cool because you could do red, green, yellow, orange. You know, green zebra striped tomatoes are one of my favorites. Couldn't find any this week, but these are great. It's also a great presentation piece if you're having Thanksgiving dinner or something like that, someone's birthday. You can also switch the fish up too. If you caught something lately in the river, tomato crusted. Roast it the same way. You can serve it with different sauces and accoutrements. Okay. Voila, tomato crust halibut. That was pretty quick, pretty simple. No secrets, no hidden agendas. It's real simple and straightforward. So at this point, we're going to take it just like this, and we're going to do one more touch on top of the tomatoes. We're going to garnish it with a little bit of herb oil. This herb is just chives and olive oil blended in the blender, just to give it a little more added flavor. Okay, that one. A little more basil on top like this. Voila, there you have it. So I'm gonna throw this in the oven. Depending on the thickness of the fish, this one's about this thick. It's probably gonna take 35 to 45 minutes. I'm gonna put it in at 350. Then I'll keep a close eye on it. If it's getting too brown on top and the fish is still undercooked, I'll turn it down. If it gets nice and brown, you know, like your turkey, you can even cover it with a little bit of foil and finish roasting it like that. You just gotta watch it. So about 35, 40 minutes at 350 degrees. Fresh out of the oven, it's a little hot, be careful. And it's wonderful, like this. You can serve this family style just like this. Looks pretty, it's attractive, it's hot, it's very aromatic. If you want, you can cut pieces off and serve it up family style. You can take a piece just like this. Present it on a plate. You garnish it with a little bit of your herb oil. Maybe a little more pepper. Voila, there you have it. You can serve that in a restaurant. Buon appetito. Come down, try it. Kansas Star Casino.